because the Lord is going to restore everything. You're going to have a total different vibration on the earth, a total different smell. You're not going to be walking down the street and smell shit and piss, you know, and no foul odors or nothing like that, because the lungs of the earth are going to be given back to it, which is all these trees and all of these flowers. And it's going to be a whole total different vibration. You know, you're going to see the aura and how things are going to change and how elevated things are going to be. Our senses are going to be heightened, you know? Everything about us is going to be glorified.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
Because the Lord is going to restore everything. You're going to have a total different vibration on the earth, a total different smell. You're not going to be walking down the street and smell shit and piss, you know, and no foul odors or nothing like that, because the lungs of the earth are going to be given back to it, which is all these trees and all of these flowers. And it's going to be a whole total different vibration. You know, you're going to see the aura and how things are going to change and how elevated things are going to be. Our senses are going to be heightened, you know? Everything about us is going to be glorified.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples towards young brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to hopefully look out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to hopefully the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. And let me share this real quick. You know, they're trying to go live on this channel every now and then, kind of create a little traffic. I know on the other channel, he kind of Esau kind of hide the screams, you know. So we just trying to create a little traffic on this channel. I re-upload it to Give and Go, Lord will. But yeah, man, we just gonna go into it because as of late, you know, the main theme, you know, has been going into the law, in which at the end of the day, when you go into the law, you have to understand the intent, you know, of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai and what was his purpose. And what was his purpose, you know, concerning the law, okay? Because what was happening, you know, you had Jake that was in that over righteous, you know, spirit, and pretty much weaponized the law, you know, against our people, okay, to where it didn't benefit them. You see? And we're going to get into how pretty much what Yahweh Bashem Al Shai is doing now. He's putting us in a position where we're going to have dominion over the law. The law is going to be within us, and we're going to have dominion over the law, where it's going to be for our benefit and not to our hurt, man. Okay? When we're changed, because the law is perfect, there's nothing wrong with the law. We have to be changed. That way the law is going to profit us, okay, not condemn us. And that's going to be fulfilled in the kingdom. And right now, okay, we're operating, you know, with the portion of the law that we can keep, and it's being profitable for us, man. And we're going to get it. Let me share this real quick. If a brother can post that for me, in Ecclesiastes, over righteous. Let me share this real quick. Put this blue letter up here. All right, so you're from the brother Nah. All right, GMS look up. Now, this is Ecclesiastes 7:16, and it says, "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?" Okay, because at the end of the day, if you try to put the whole burden of the law, you know, on our people at this time, it will destroy them. You see, there's certain things that you can try to apply the law in a situation, and that situation will be harmful to you. And that's an indicator of knowing, when you're being over righteous is when it's harmful to you. Okay. Let's say you had to work, 12 hours, on the Sabbath. Okay. You got a laborious job and you have to work on the Sabbath 12 hours. But then on the Sabbath, you're not supposed to do any buying and selling. So you get an hour lunch break, you're not going to go buy you something to eat. It's the Sabbath, but you're working a 12-hour laborious job. Okay. You don't have something prepared, you know, you're not going to go get you something to eat to continue on the rest of the day. You're not going to go make a transaction to eat something, to finish that day out. Okay. You try to apply the law of not buying and selling on the Sabbath, but now you're at work starving, man. Or damn near finna faint. You see? So at the end of the day, within this society, we can't be over righteous or it will become harmful to us, man. Okay? If you get a flat tire on the Sabbath, you're stranded on the side of the road. Are you not going to do that labor? Okay? To get the car back on the road to get to where you got to go? Because if you're going to be technical, you're not supposed to, fix the flat. You see? So at the end of the day, what we're learning, the overall lesson that's being taught, to the nation of Israel, all right, is when we, all right, are in our sovereignty, okay. Because right now we're being groomed to have a particular mindset that even within sovereignty, we'll understand how to apply the law with mercy, even to the other nations. Because we're going to be perfect. We're going to have to judge the other nations by this law. Okay. But what we're understanding is that there's certain things that's going to be completely zero tolerance. Okay. But then there's going to be certain things where, okay, we have to apply, okay, what the lessons that we've learned when we was in the flesh, the experience that we have under the law in the flesh, we're going to have to apply that to the other nations. All right. And it's going to be, it's going to be, all right, mercy. Okay. Judgment gonna go forth. The law is gonna be obeyed, but there's also gonna be mercy within that, which we're gonna get it. You see? Now read verse 17. It said, "Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time?" Yeah, so it's a balance, because just because we on the grace, that doesn't mean that we teach, all right, just to wild out, to completely disregard the law. No, we learn how to keep this thing better as we continue on in this walk. Okay, we learn how to, apply the law better. The longer we're in this faith, the more we mature within the spirit, we learn how to apply the law better, man. You see? So we're not, here to tell you to, disregard the law. No. Okay. We're here to let you know that there's a balance to this thing, man. Okay. Okay. You can't be over righteous and you can't be over wicked, you know? And you have to understand the circumstances that we are in. Now, let's go to this in Isaiah, because this is the main scripture that we're going to send the lesson around. This is Isaiah 48 and 17. It said, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord thy power, which teaches thee to profit." Okay? Which teacheth thee to profit, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go. And see, as men and women, we're being taught how to be profitable, okay, to ourselves and also to the nation. An Israelite man, okay, that's in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shai, okay, there's learning how to apply wisdom, all right, in practical situation. That's a man that's becoming profitable to himself, and also that man is becoming profitable to the nation. You see, knowing what it means to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, knowing what it means to be not let your left hand know what your right hand doing. That's a profit unto us. Do you know how many little skirmishes and arguments that we've avoided? All right, that will lead to nothing. Okay, imagine if all the, you get into a scuffle because someone asked about your fringes, and now you're into a scuffle, and now you got to worry about getting bailed out, missing days of work, possibly fired. Now you got to find another job. That's not profitable to us to go through all those things, man. You know, you getting fired from 2, 3 different jobs in, 2, 3 months. Okay, because they telling you not to wear the fringes, but you know, but if you can wear, like I say, it's cool. But I'm just saying that's not very profitable. We're being taught how to use this wisdom where it profits us, man. The Levitical diet, that's a direct profit to our health, man. You see, not living after lust, as men learning how to discipline, our lust, have a discipline, okay, on pleasures that profits us, man. You know, it profits us financially. It makes us stronger. And with discipline. So we can judge, all right, according to logic and not by lust. Okay, what we're becoming profitable to ourselves, so we can be profitable to the nation. You see, just like a woman that understands her role, all right, with the man, is under a man, okay? She understands that she's a servant to that man. Well, now guess what? She's putting herself in a position where she's gonna be profitable to herself. Because when a woman plays her role under an Israelite man, any decent Israelite man, it's that profits her. That's a lot of things she doesn't have to worry about now. That superwoman, this independent energy that, this society taught, especially our women, through the music and video and social media. you know the reason why you see those women are so miserable, because they're trying to pretty much handle double duty of the man and the woman, all right? And society is wearing them out. It's not profitable, you know? That's why these women get to the point where they understand, okay, I need somebody. Okay, I need somebody. All right. Because they understand that what it was profitable to them, it would have been profitable to them, to be linked up, with a man. But see, now the sisters are learning, okay, this is my role, and that benefits her, and it also benefits her nation. You see, so we're being taught on how to be profitable to ourselves and be profitable to the nation. And we have a portion of the law that gives us a structure. Because see, now the men have set up a structure, all right, a standard, and women, all right, can come and be joined to that structure and help that structure, all right, be forwarded by them playing their role within the structure, man. You see? This is not, the law wasn't created to destroy us, man. And that's what, a lot of wicked leaders, try to do because they get glory in it, you know. Now, let's read this again. Let's get some examples. Um, when you go to Isaiah 47 and Isaiah 48:17, it says, "Thus said the Lord, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, I'm the Lord thy power, which teaches thee to profit, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go," man. And we're being led in that way, you know, because even when you go into the book, there's laws beyond, there's precepts beyond the 613 laws. There's certain precepts, all right, that you get in the book of Sirach, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, okay? There's not part of the Torah, okay? But what are they, man? They're precepts of wisdom that can be applied, that can benefit us, man. You know? Now, let's just get some examples. Let's go to, let's get let's go into the book of and come back to that. All right. But now when you go into the book of Sirach, let's just get, some examples. Because it's not, in the Tanakh, okay? This wasn't the laws, Israel agreed to keep with Moses, okay? But do we disregard these things or do we use them for our profit, man? Now you get the book of Sirach 18 and 20. Let's just get this real quick. Okay. Now, what does it say? This Sirach 18 and 20 says, "Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy." Okay. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy, man. So we're in a time, all right, according to prophecy, we see that heavy judgment is coming to the earth. Okay. And the scriptures tell us to do what? Examine thyself. Okay. Check ourselves according to the scriptures and see if we in the right spirit or not, man. Okay? Was Yahweh Shai walking around asking people about fringes? You see? Was Yahweh Shai, okay, teaching against immortality? You know? Well, come on, man. You got to examine ourselves by comparing ourselves to the scriptures, and the main example is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Will Yahweh Shai, all right, be in the energy, all right, of debating all these, Christians and people that wouldn't get it? You see? Because Yahweh Shai's main opposition was who? The circumcision, man. You see? Now, will Yahweh shall be auctioning people off at the Passover? Okay. Well, he would have made a big statue of himself for the Passover. You know, General Yohanan on the big screen. Will he be doing that? And that's how you examine yourself, man. Compare yourself to Yahweh, man. Now, let's go down to verse 30. It says, go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetites. You see? Because we live in a society that pretty much teaches you, to indulge, in pleasures. There's nothing wrong with pleasure, but see, there's a restraint that we should have, that we should know how to refrain and fall back from particular things, man. Now this is not in the Torah, but can we use this in America where, this is a society where it's convenient to just indulge in the pleasure, which, puts you in a low place spiritually. All right. Verse 31, if thou give thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee. You see? So if you live a life that you're constantly giving your soul and energy to things that please it, what happened, man? Okay? You have a lot of men that have gone broke, all right, chasing women. Okay? You have a lot of women that have made themselves, uncompatible with men by what? These hot girl summer, all right? They've been living for decades, man. Now they're uncompatible. And what do you see? The modern woman is a laughing stock, man. Okay? Verse 32 said, take not pleasure in much good cheer, neither be tied to the expense thereof. Yes, man, because their party lifestyle is expensive. Do you know there's people that spend more on partying than bills? And this is all wisdom that's profitable to us, man. Okay? Just keep going through some examples, man. If you brothers got any, let me see y'all, brother. We just gonna keep going through examples, man. So let's get this. Let me see. If I can find it. My brother posted yesterday. Now this Proverbs 20:19 says, he that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore, meddle not with him that flattereth with his lips. You see? And that's even, speaking about what, man? They gossiping, man. Okay. What's another one? Because at the end of the day, when you get involved in that gossip, eventually what happens, man? Things start hitting the head and things start getting exposed, and then the she said, he said, all that goes, and now you became a part of the narrative of his gospel, and now you're in the midst of some mess, man. But the scriptures give you advice on how to stay away from that. And this is profitable wisdom unto us, man. Okay? If you have 100% cotton on, that's good. But if you have 100% cotton, but you can't stop partying, you going broke, because of your lust. Okay, what does that profit you? What does 100% cotton profit you, man? All right. If you're going broke because of women, you see, this wisdom is to profit us, man. And the things that we can't keep, all right, we're going to be able to keep in the kingdom plus first it's going to be in us, and then we're going to be in sovereignty, man. But there's a lot of wisdom in these scriptures that profit us right now with these with the lifestyles. All right, well, with how this system is set up, there's wisdom that profit us now. All right, where we can avoid a lot of chaos. Okay, it helps us financially. It helps us, you know, spiritually. You see, I'm saying it helps us stay away from mess. Now it's another one. Let me see. Hold on. If a brother can find it, going by talk much, talk not about other men's lives. Let me see if I can find it. There's another good one too. Uh, let's find a couple of them because there's so many, within especially just the book of Sirach and Proverbs, when they just beneficial, within our day to day, if applied. All right. Yeah, here you go, right here. Let me find it. This is Sirach 11. All right, this Sirach 11:10, it says, "My son, meddle not with many matters." You see that? And that's something that I'm learning, because even amongst brothers, like you know brothers' personal lives, hey, that's their personal lives, man. you know, and especially someone that's out the truth, definitely don't give a damn what they do. Even the guys that I'm over at the shop, like I don't care what them guys do in their personal life, as long as they come to work and be profitable. Like I'm not here to monitor, be their life coach about their personal life. you know, if they like, I love it. You see, it said, "For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent." Yeah, it's sometimes you can know too much information about something, and now when things hit the fan, your name is thrown in the mix because you ain't on the loop. I try to know less as possible about men's personal affairs, man. It says, "And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape, by fleeing." Now, there's another one that hit the point. I want to say it's like in 20. Let me see. Your brother put it up here. Uh-oh. It's another one. Let me find it real quick, brothers. This the main one, because now this is let me get this from the brother. Yeah, this is it right here. Yep. It's 19. Yep. The brother got it. Yep. Yep. Let's get that. Yep. So when you go to Sirach, and like I said, we just going through, just the book of wisdom. Anything that y'all, whatever precepts y'all apply to y'all day to day, post them up, you know. Cause this, like I say, this book is full of wisdom, that prophet is real time, man. Jake so caught up, I'm trying to be super Torah lights. What about all this good practical wisdom that we have that profit us now? Now, this is Sirach 19:6. It says, "He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth babbling shall have less evil," man. You see? And that's why, like, you seen Fopi, you know, here it is, he's telling the man, he's gonna have his wife in the Hellcat, rubbing on that cat. You see? He can't rule his tongue. But he got the fringes on. He got the fringes on, but he can't rule his tongue. And look how much strife, come up behind it. Niggas talking about they gonna beat your ass in front of your kids. Okay? So these men are living with strife because they can't rule their tongue. Okay? This is profitable wisdom for us, man. All throughout the scriptures, man. The whole Bible is full of precepts that profit us in our day to day, man. He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth babbling shall have less evil. Yeah, man, when people get to talking about other people's lives and going to their personal life and speculating, that's my cue to exit stage left, man. Exit stage right, keep everything on the right side. But that's my cue, in any environment to exit stage right, you know. And it says, rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fare never the worse. Yeah, when certain things are told unto you, knowing how to keep those things put up, man. Okay? Keep those things put up, because there are certain things that you hear, you might even be trying to hear, but you hear, because see, Jake like to do that. Jake like to ear hustle and then go speculate on something that he heard, from ear hustling, man. But even if someone tells you something directly, all right, there's certain things that you just kind of let die with you, man. The scriptures say, verse 8, it said, whether it be friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives. Okay? See, this is royal etiquette. All right, this is royal etiquette that the scriptures is giving us game on, man. Okay, there's peasant behavior to be entertained by gossip. Men get a kick. So one thing about Jake loves to hear failure from another Jake. I see Jake, get animated, smile, light up when they hear about the failure of another Jake, man. You see? But this wisdom is teaching us to be different, because even if it's a foe, someone that we don't get along with, okay, it's not on us to discuss his shortcomings in his personal life, that we might be privy to. You see? It says, whether it be friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives, and if thou canst without offense, reveal them not, man. And this is wisdom. You see? This cuts out a lot of confusion, a lot of unnecessary strife. It keeps your name out of all these different circles of he said, she said, you know, and especially in the place where I work at, where it's all Jake, all niggas, and how that shit work, man. Because I done seen niggas talk about each other from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, okay? But then at 12 o'clock, all them niggas get in the same car and go to lunch, man. You know? So I'm looking at it, and then this is after reading these scriptures. This is why you don't even get involved with that talk, man. You know? That's even within the ministry, man. With all these, the personal things that these other camps got going on. So what? Whatever going on in their personal life, so what, man? Who gives a damn? Okay, we gonna constantly edify, and build up the believers, man. You see, um, all right. This is gonna follow the Lamb Yahushua. This is Proverbs 25 and 28. It says, "He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls," man. Okay, because why? You're defenseless because you're opening yourself up to you're revealing, you know, your hands to everyone, man. Okay, just like if you wear the fringes everywhere, you're pretty much revealing your hands to everyone. Okay, well, I say if that's what you want to do, cool. And it's just an example to keep coming up. But at the end of the day, we have wisdom that we can profit off of, man. Even when you go to let's jump up to 25. We start at one, kind of jump around a little bit. Okay. Because see, one thing about these precepts too, they give you a perspective. You look at things different and benefit, all right, you in practical situation. Okay. Now when you go to hmm, let's start at 13. Sirach 25 and 13 says, "Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, which is the plague of the mind, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman." So when you hear something like this, what does that do? It gives you a perspective on how vital it is to have your sanity, okay? You know, and also this lets that the wickedness of a woman runs deep. Okay, now you look at her different. See, this society taught us to look at women as just these, the beautiful, innocent, okay, super smart and intelligent creatures. This society pretty much taught us to have our guards down towards women. And what has happened, man? Women have ran through men, have ruined men's lives, man. You see? But now we have what? These precepts that profit us on our outlook on women, man. You see? It says, now when you go down, verse 16 says, "I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman." You see? Let's show you what, man, that a woman can be very, intolerable, man. All right, especially in this society. Okay. As in verse 17 said, "The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth." And see, these things put us on game to where you can kind of pick up on the energy of women, man. Like you can sense the pride on a woman. Okay, yeah, she looks amazing. Okay, you just by looking at her, you get aroused. But then you you pay attention to her countenance. Okay. And it's like, nah, you know, that's gonna end bad. Okay. Now you jump to 21. It says, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure." You see, it doesn't mean that you're not sexually attracted to the woman. Is that mean that that's not the deciding factor, all right, for you to have this woman, within your situation, man. You know, you got that sucky bitch demon out there. Yeah, the sex would be great, you know. But then she's a demon. She's destroying you. She's separating you in the spirit. Okay, she's running through your finances. She's creating anxiety in your life. You know, and the only thing you're getting out of it is you know, those that pleasure. Okay, which is nothing but a small portion of the relationship, man. You see? So in this society where we was groomed to pretty much to be ran through by women because your mother teaches you pretty much to be a simp and to center your life around a woman. Music taught you to be a simp, center your life around a woman. Then the woman you meet, she's been taught that you should center your life around her. Okay, so at the end of the day, the man was set up to be a prey. You know, vulnerable as hell dealing with these women, man. But see, the scriptures what and gave us the game, man. Okay, and 100% cotton ain't gonna stop you, all right, from a woman running through your ass, man. Okay, Eve will run through you with that 100% cotton on, you know, and then fringe just dragging the ground, man. Okay, Eve still run through your ass, man. All right, so let's go to the next. Let's go to the next chapter. So we can go to Sirach 26 and just read through, you know. This is Sirach 26 and 1. It says, in three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before the Most High men, the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together. You see that? So that lets you know, okay, the unity of brethren, which that's in Psalms, 133 and 1, I want to say, my brother want to post it. All right, the unity of brother, the love of neighbors, all right, which is Israelites. It says a man and a wife that agree together, letting you know that men and women are supposed to be supposed to complement each other, man. But this society, has men and women at war. All right. And there are a few cases where I've seen, Israelite men and women complement each other, man. You know, I've seen it. Okay. The situation I'm in, hey, we pretty much complement each other, man. We agree. We ain't, she a woman, she gonna have her little things, and sometimes it might be on me. But at the end of the day, overall, our intent, is to be, complementary to each other, man. And that's something this society don't teach, you know. um, let me see. You know, 26. Now, when you go 26, all right, 26 and 1, it says, blessed is a man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion which shall be given in the portion of them that fear, all right, the Lord. You see, and that shows that for a woman that was pleasing to Yahweh by Shema Shai, is a woman, that's a help unto her husband. That's what the Lord smiles upon. Okay, in this society, it's about a woman, finessing a man, like that Brittany Renner spirit, that's celebrated. Okay, that city girl spirit, you know, finessing men. That's celebrate. But the scriptures, they celebrate, okay, a woman that is what, man, a help all right unto her husband, man. That creates an environment of peace, for a husband, man. You know, this is jump to 13 says the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion, okay, will fatten his bones, man. You see the grace, man. Just it's been so long since you just seen a nice woman. That's a rare thing, just for a woman to be, kind, man. You know, but that's a delightful thing to a husband, man. For a woman to just be genuinely kind to him, man. Because you can have the dress with the fringes on and still, you know, got that queen of heaven energy, man. Being a damn demon, man. Thinking that your husband supervisor. That's another thing women like to do. They like to appoint themselves as, their husband supervisor, man. You know, that's off, man. That creates nothing but a headache, man. But just a woman being genuinely nice, to a man goes a long way, man. You see, she might not know the breakdown of the Daniel the 7th chapter, but she's just nice as she can be to her husband, man. You know, the Most High is pleased with that, man. You see, verse 14 says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed." You see that? Do you see that? A silent and loving woman, a woman that's really has a loving nature, man. Her existence is based on making your existence easier, man. You see, that's a loving woman. Okay, it says a mind well instructed, because a woman is supposed to be learning her husband to the point where the husband doesn't even have to make that many requests anymore, because she already know, all right, what he expects, because she has a mind well instructed that's molded, to him. You see, and that's a thing that's pleasing unto Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay, and a woman that's in this spirit, okay, if she's with a decent man, okay, there's a lot of things she's not gonna have to worry about, man, because that man is gonna go above and beyond to make sure, all right, that she is comfortable as he can make her, man. You know, a man that's decent, because you know you do got some grimy niggas out here. You see, but yeah, let's go from there. Let's get so let's go to back to the blue letter, because you gotta understand, Yahweh Shah was trying to teach our people. Okay, because you gotta understand what Yahweh Shah was doing. Yahweh Shah was opening us up a grace period, not for us to wild out, but so that we could use this wisdom to our profit, and not have to worry about the burden, okay, of the whole law on us and the consequences that came with it, because we wouldn't be able to stand. Okay, now let's take this example. And it shows you that Jake's mindset was off, man. Okay, yeah, they was keeping the law, but look at the mindset of these men. Okay, look at their mindset. This is Mark 3:1. It says he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. So Yahweh shall come to the synagogue, and there's a man with a withered hand. It says, and they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. Okay, that they might accuse him. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand, stand forth. So they're not even concerned about the man that has the withered hand. They worried about, is he gonna heal him on the Sabbath, man? Look at the mind frame that these guys are in. Okay, they're not even concerned about their brother that has an infirmity, because if it was your hand that's withered, would you want to have to wait you know, to after the Sabbath to get healed when you're right here in front of the healer himself, Yahweh Shai. You know, you've been dealing with this infirmity for years. Okay. But their mind frame was, I'm gonna see if he gonna heal him on the Sabbath. You know, niggas, man. And it says, and he said unto the man which had the withered hand, stand forth. And he said unto them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days or to do evil? Okay, because these men had fringes on the Sabbath. Okay, they was reverencing the Sabbath. Okay, because see, Yahweh Shah was calling these men out. That's why he would say things like that, ask these questions, because now, all right, the ball will be back in their court, because these same men have, okay, a reverence to Sabbath, but then, you know, they'll be in league with Herod. Okay, some of these guys was sent to spy out on Yahweh Shah. So here it is, he's finna heal on the Sabbath, and you here to spy on the Sabbath. You know? So who's justified? This is Mark 3 and 4. It says, and he said unto them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil, to save life, or to kill? But they held their peace. Yeah, they were cut, man. Okay. And it says, and when he looked round about them with anger, because Yahweh Shai, okay, was pissed at them niggas. Yahweh Shai hated how them niggas thought, man. The mindset that the niggas came in, man. That's why even when you go into, when he looked about them with anger, you get that word anger, you know? And you get the Greek word, like, I think, orge.
Strong's G 3709. Arge. Arge.
Okay. Now it says anger. It says the natural disposition, temper, character. It says movement or agitation of the soul, impulse, desire, any violent emotion, but especially anger. You see, Yahweh Shah was pissed at Jake for having this mind frame, man. Okay, to even ask that question, whether he gonna do good, whether he gonna heal this man on the Sabbath. You know? And see, we're just living the life of Yahweh Shai. We have to deal with these same men, okay, with these same carnal arguments, man, and not looking at the overall benefit, you know, of what's happening, man. Okay. Because here it is. Let's finish this and then let's look at an example. Okay. Now this is Mark 3 and 5. It says, and when he had looked round about on them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, he said unto the man, stretch forth thy hand, and he stretched it out, and he was restored whole, all right, as the other. And the Pharisees went forth and straightway took counsel with the Herodians against him, how they may destroy him. So it's the Sabbath, but they're taking counsel on how to kill Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai healed on the Sabbath, but they're taking counsel on how to destroy Yahweh Shai on the Sabbath. You see this? Their minds was off. They knew the law, and they was keeping it. But look at the mindset that they're in. They tried to weaponize the law. Okay? Yahweh Shai came to do the opposite. When you go into, let's get this in Matthew. Okay? Yahweh Shai created a grace period, so we didn't have that burden, but we still can grow in wisdom, man. And there's wisdom all throughout this book, man, even beyond the law. You know? Because them, they say, they had 100% linen garments, okay, the fringes, but they was plotting to kill Yahweh Shai for healing the man. Okay? This is what this is what we have to understand what was going on during the time of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and we're just living it out again, man. Okay, Israel just seeing it right before their eyes, man. This is Matthew 11:28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor, okay, and are heavy burden." You see, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest, man. And the main thing we got rest from was the burden of the consequences of the law that we couldn't keep. You see, and also we got rest from trying to meet the status quo of this society, man. Because another thing with our people, a lot of our people go through depression and anxiety because they're trying to keep up with someone else, man. They're constantly comparing their life to someone else. But see, this understanding has matured us to the point, man, where we don't care about these things like that, man. Especially the more we believe in what's to come, and we're at rest, man. Just because uh, my classmates are living a certain lifestyle. We graduated together, but they, make way more money, and they taking trips here and taking trips here, there, and doing all these things, and which is cool, okay. And then some brothers, they, are higher up, within, the social status of society. But at the end of the day, I'm content with my portion, whatever it is, man. You know, hey, shelter, food, the ability to, even be a part of the ministry, man. you know, that trumps everything, man. But see, that gives our spirit rest, man. Okay, verse 29, it says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest, all right, for your souls, man." And it says, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And what was Jake doing? They were trying to weaponize the law, man. Yahweh Shai, all right, he just created circumstances where salvation was doable, okay? Because under the law, salvation would have been impossible, man. But he set it up where he took that punishment to where now it's doable for us now, man. You know, if that makes sense. Now, let's get this real quick. Okay, let's go here real quick. Let me pull this up.
Because let's go to that word so they could be close. Let me.
Now, I don't know if y'all brothers and sisters seen this, but as you can see, all right, you got the brother, in Nigeria, bringing it out. To play a little bit of it.
All the debt that was. For you to see out there. And I want you all to get out there. Salam, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Africans. And now you have to get out there, the Hebrew Israelites, week in, week out, bringing out the truth of Yahweh, Hashem, our tribe, Hashem, our for that. Okay, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God who the scriptures speak of. And Lord Yahweh, is only the some with the world ignorantly and willfully calls Jesus Christ. And the Rakat for that is the Holy Spirit. Okay, so this is 14th of January 2022, the year of hastening. Sorry, this is I think last year. The year of the turning up, okay? The turning up of Yahweh, Hashem, our Sham, and the Most High, increasing the fire they has put on the earth, turning up the heat they has put on.
Now you see this brother is in Nigeria, okay, and you can see the type of neighborhood that he's in, okay. You can see it. So should we run up on this brother and ask him, is his garment 100% cotton, man? Okay. And that, you know, when he get through teaching and he take off the garment, you know, should we run up on him, ask him where his fringe is at, man? Look at the sacrifice this brother is making, man. You know, this will tell what type of circumstances, you know, he's dealing with. Okay. But he's making his body a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shai, man. And that's why Yahweh Shai hated them niggas with that mind frame, man. Yahweh Shai hated them niggas, man. You know? And that's why it's going to be so bad for a lot of, you know, Israelite men. They call themselves teachers. They come in that energy, man. Okay? They try to weaponize the law, man. You know? This is what this thing is about, man. Okay? Ain't no glory, okay, and trying to keep the whole law, man. Nothing but failure. The glory comes in true repentance, man. The inward man. All right. So let's go from there. Now, let's get this. Let's go back to. Oh yeah. Also, make sure y'all subscribe. You know, to the brother. All right, he's out there by himself, and so he's like on an hour and 30, man. You know, on fire for the word, man. Let me see. Copy the link. That's the link, all right, to that brother's video. But let's get this one. Another situation that happened. So when you go to Mark, let's go to Mark. Mark 2 and I started. All right. This is Mark 2:23. It says, it came to pass that he went, it said that he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath day, and his disciples began as they went to pluck, all right, the ears of corn. And the Pharisees said unto him, behold, why do they on the Sabbath day do that which is not lawful? And he said unto them, have you never read what David did when he had need and was an hunger, and he and they that were with him? Now, you go into this situation dealing with David. Yeah, David was on the run from Saul, okay? And David was pretty much living like a pilgrim. And he was a hunger. He was starving to the point where, you know, he had to eat the showbread, which was only for the Levites, man. Okay, which was symbolic because the showbread represented what? The body of Yahweh Shai, you know, which we all had to digest. And it shows you that all tribes, because David was from the tribe of Judah, would be a priest. Okay, the priesthood will be opened up to all tribes, and that went over the heads, okay, of these carnal men, because they were so stuck on, you know, these technicalities of the law that they were just missing all these spiritual revelations that was constantly being shown, all right, to being taught by Yahweh Shai. But that's why Yahweh Shai brought this example up, man. You see, because the Most High's favor and mercy is above the law, man. Okay, the law will be established in our kingdom in its totality. All right, but there are circumstances where the favor of Yahweh by Shema Shai, all right, is above the law. His favor and mercy is above it. You know, and Jake is offended at that. It says how he went into the house of the Most High in the days of Abiathar, the high priest, and did eat the showbread, which is not lawful to eat, but for the priests. Okay, showing you that what eventually all the men of Israel will be what? Priests. Okay, and gave also to them which were with him. Now, I just prove that in scripture, man. And when you go to Isaiah 61, all right, and 4, I'm starting at 6. I get straight to the point. Isaiah 61 and 6. It said, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord Yahweh. Okay, who's the ye? The men of Israel. Is it just talking about the Levites? No. Okay. It said, men shall call you the minister of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, all right, which is substance, okay, the resources, and in their and in their glory shall you boast yourselves, man. You see? Now, let's get another one. Let's get one from the old, one from the new, man. It all links up. It all links up perfectly, man. You know, you in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Everything is in sync. Okay. Now this is Revelation 5 and 9. It says, and they sung a new song saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us, all right, unto our power, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth, man. Okay. Then you know what, talk about all the tribes, the men of the tribes being what? Priests, man. You see? So Jake is missing all these spiritual revelations because they caught up in the technicalities, man. Now, let's go back to Mark chapter 2. Verse 27, and he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man. Okay. Matter of fact, I read 26 and then read into Mark 2 and 26. It says how he went into the house of the Most High in the days of Abiathar, the high priest, and did eat the showbread, which is not lawful to eat before priests, and gave also to them which were with him. And he said to them that the Sabbath was made for man, all right, and not the man for the Sabbath. And what is Yahushua saying? These laws were made to benefit us, not to destroy us, man. Because if David would have bound himself to that law at that particular time, all right, who knows if David would have starved to death, man? And that was before he became king. You see? You know? So like I say, man, if you have a flat tire on the Sabbath, okay, then it's a storm coming. All right, they talking about tornadoes, you know, in the next 30 minutes, and you 10 minutes from the house, but you get your flat. What you gonna do, man? You catch your flat on the Sabbath. You gotta do that labor. You gotta do good on the Sabbath, man, to get to where you gotta go, man. Let's say you're in a situation where you know you got to move from your apartment after a certain, before a certain date, or they're gonna charge you another month's rent. And just so happen the only day that you're free to do that is on the Sabbath day. Okay? Are you gonna sit there that day and be charged for a whole month's rent, waiting on the Sabbath to end, or are you gonna move the furniture so you don't have to pay that month's rent, man? Okay? The law wasn't made to destroy us, man. It was made to show us that we need mercy and we need to be changed, man. Okay? The Sabbath was made for men. It was made for men to rest. And then it'd be some days, I can't wait for the Sabbath to come. I can kind of rest. I can not do extra things, because if you can, it's good to get that rest that the Sabbath is for, man. I remember one time I first came into the truth, and when I got out of work and I just wanted to cut the grass, it was a Sabbath. I said, I'm gonna go and cut the grass. And as soon as I crunk up the lawnmower, the bottom fell out, just started raining. Okay. Out of nowhere, just started pouring down rain. And then when I put the lawnmower up under the garage, it started raining. And I knew then the Most High, all right, he wanted me to rest, man, because I was able to rest at that time. I didn't have to cut the grass. It wasn't, a dire situation. Okay. So they let me know if we can reverence, the laws to the best of our ability, and especially the Sabbath, if we can rest, all right, rest, man. If you have a work situation where you can be off on the Sabbath, do that if you can, but there's situations where there's things we can't control, man. You know, um, yeah, but that's pretty much the point. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, because at the end of the day, this book is full of wisdom that profits us, man, and we have to tap into that wisdom that's profitable for us within the book, man, and not get caught up on these technicalities, man. All right, which can be a hindrance if not used, lawfully, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. We end there. Here you go. That's what I wanted to bring out. All right. When you go to 1 Corinthians 6 and 12, it says, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful unto me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Yeah. The Sabbath is lawful. Okay. You got the you know, the law, all right, where you're supposed to execute judgment, on the alphabet people. But is that expedient to do that before we come into sovereignty? It's lawful, but it's not expedient. Okay, the law of anyone that has another that's trying to bring another deity to Israel, you know, guess what? You're supposed to put him down. That's lawful, but is that expedient right now, man? You know, it says all things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any man. The law wasn't meant, okay, to have power over us. We supposed to have power over the law. You see, and that's the mind frame that's being groomed in the elect. It's just like at work, like a lot of things have become automative, with the type of work I do. And what I be trying to tell these young operators is, because see what they'll do, they'll get stuck on what the machine say. The machine is telling them to do this and do that, but the material is not coming out right. So what I had to tell them is like, look, don't bound yourself to what the machine is telling you. You got to make tweaks based on what you need. You tell the machine what to do. The machine shouldn't be telling you what to do. Okay, you input the information that the machine is going to give you what you need. All right, and you're telling the machine, all right, what to do. You're governing the machine. The machine shouldn't be governing you, because it's gonna be some things that the machine ain't gonna do right. And then the machine got limitations. So sometimes what I have to show them is you have to manipulate the instructions within the console to get the machine, all right, to do what it needs to do. Cause then now the machine is profitable to you. You're not bound by the limitations or what the machine is telling you. You know what needs to be done, so you telling the machine what to do now. And that's how I try to tell them, how to operate the machine, because the machine, they'll get to the point where they be stuck and they can't get what they need out the machine because they trying to stick to the technicalities of the machine instead of making the tweaks that they need and getting it done, man. If that makes sense. Now, this is 1 Corinthians 10:23. It says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not, man. Okay? All things edify not. Okay, letting the world know you have 100% cotton. What edification is that bringing forth, man? Boasting and, and the laws you can keep. What edification is that, man? Okay? Here it is, we in a time where we finna be faced with decisions, okay? And there should be a certain mindset, that we should be pushing, amongst Israel, man. Okay? So, yeah, I'll leave it right there. And Lord will you, brothers, you few sisters were edified. Till next time I say Shalom. Call him Yashala, Abab, Abal, DTA soon, Shalom.